Imagine standing before an ancient symbol that has fascinated, frightened, and inspired seekers of hidden knowledge for centuries. The black sun is not just a design carved into stone or painted in secret manuscripts. It is a doorway into a world of occult symbolism, esoteric traditions, and the eternal pursuit of hidden light. Today, we dive deep into the secrets of the black sun, tracing its story through forgotten temples, medieval manuscripts, and modern mystery schools. So imagine that what we are about to explore is not merely history. It is a journey into a living mystery that continues. The black sun, also known as the Schwarze Sonne in German, or Sol Niger in Latin, appears again and again in the shadowy corners of history. It is paradoxical, a sun that is dark, a source of light that is hidden. At first, it sounds contradictory, almost nonsensical, but that is exactly what makes it so powerful. Symbols that contain contradictions are often the most enduring, because they force us to confront mysteries beyond ordinary thinking. The black sun is about opposites, light and darkness, life and death, destruction and rebirth. It is a symbol that refuses to be simple, and that is why seekers of the occult have always been drawn to it. When you first encounter the black sun, you might see it depicted as a radiant circle of 12 or sometimes 16 sigils, often resembling runes. One of the most famous depictions lies in Wewelsburg Castle in Germany, a fortress reshaped in the 20th century into a center for occult experiments. Deep in the marble hall, beneath a dome designed for ceremonies, a large mosaic of the black sun was set into the floor. 12 radial symbols circle around, resembling ancient sun wheels, but instead of shining outward, they seem to pull inward, toward the void. This inversion is the key. The black sun is not about light that shines upon the world. It is about an inner light, a hidden light, that can only be discovered. But the story of the black sun does not begin in the 20th century. Its roots go back much further, into the worlds of alchemy and mysticism. In medieval texts, the phrase Sol Niger appears in the context of the alchemical process. The black sun was described as the stage of putrefactio, or decomposition. In order for gold to be created, both literally in the crucible and metaphorically in the soul, the old form must first rot away. The black sun represented that stage of death, decay, and darkness. Alchemists believed that only through this blackness, this darkness of the soul, could new light be born. They often repeated a famous phrase, visita interioritere, rectificando invenis occultum lapidem, visit the interior of the earth, and by rectifying, you will find the hidden stone. That hidden stone was enlightenment, and the black sun was the passage that led to it. This is why the black sun was not feared, but revered. It symbolized transformation. Just as a seed must be buried in the dark soil before it grows toward the sun, so too must the human spirit descend into the light. That is the paradox. The black sun is dark, yet it is also the source of illumination. It tells us that true light cannot be found on the surface. It must be dug out of the deepest shadows of existence. Throughout history, we find echoes of the black sun in different traditions. All of these reflect the same core idea. There is more to light than what meets the eye. The true sun is not above us, it is within us. Artists and philosophers began to use the black sun as a metaphor for melancholy and deep thought. For him, the black sun was the companion of the soul in its loneliest hours. For esoteric traditions, it is a powerful symbol of energy. The Nazi occultists of the SS, under Heinrich Himmler, appropriated the black sun as part of their secret rites. In Wewelsburg Castle, that mosaic was not decoration. It was meant as a portal, a focus of energy, a center of mystical gravity. Himmler believed that the black sun connected to ancient Aryan wisdom, a hidden current of power that could be tapped into. This dark appropriation gave the symbol a sinister reputation that continues today. But remember, the symbol itself is older, deeper, and far more universal than any single political misuse. So, what does the black sun mean for us today? The answer lies in its paradox. We live in a world obsessed with light. Everything must be visible, bright, clear, and easy. But the black sun whispers a dangerous, yet liberating truth. Sometimes the greatest light is hidden in shadow. Sometimes you must lose yourself to find yourself. Sometimes you must walk into the darkness to discover the spark that burns at the core of your being. Picture this, standing in front of a medieval manuscript, the ink faded by centuries, where the words Sol Niger appear. The alchemist who wrote those words is long gone, but the meaning remains. He is telling you that your soul must go through a night, a blackening, before you can reach the dawn. Or imagine yourself walking across the marble floor of Wewelsburg, the black sun shining beneath your feet. You realize that what you are standing on is not just a symbol, but a challenge. A challenge to confront your shadows, to face the parts of yourself you would rather ignore, to dig deeper. That is the invitation of the black sun, to not turn away from darkness, but to step into it, and to discover the hidden light that waits within. In modern esotericism, the black sun is often seen as the energy of the inner self, the spiritual core that shines beyond appearances. Meditations on the black sun involve visualizing a dark radiance, a light that is not seen with the eyes but felt with the soul. Practitioners say it brings clarity, resilience, and transformation, because when you face your darkness, you are no longer controlled by it, you are empowered by it. The black sun, in this sense, is a tool of liberation. It fascinates us because it speaks to something universal, the truth that life is not just about shining in the day, but surviving the night. It reminds us that we are not whole if we deny our shadows. The black sun says, embrace them, and you will discover something greater than you ever imagined. Now, let us think about this. Why do we, as humans, keep returning to symbols like this? Why are we so drawn to the idea of a hidden sun, a dark light? The answer is simple yet profound, because it mirrors our own lives. Every one of us has gone through moments of darkness, loss, fear, doubt, despair. In those moments, it feels like the sun has disappeared, but within that darkness, something begins to stir. A hidden light, a strength you did not know you had. That is the black sun, alive, not just in ancient manuscripts or marble mosaics, but in your life, in my life, in the story of every human being. The secrets of the black sun are not meant to remain locked away in dusty libraries. They are alive every time we choose to walk through darkness instead of running away. Every time we dare to see beauty in what is hidden. Every time we transform our shadows into light. That is why the symbol still speaks today, across centuries and cultures. It is not just about the past, it is about the eternal human journey. Recognize it as an echo of something powerful. Remember that it is both warning and promise. A warning that you cannot escape your own shadows, but also a promise that within those shadows, you may find a light brighter than the visible sun. And maybe, just maybe, that is the greatest secret of the Black Sunday, that the path to enlightenment is not found by avoiding darkness, but by embracing it. Because only when you have walked through the night can you truly understand the dawn. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Share this video with a friend who loves a good mystery. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you won't miss the next story. There's a lot more to uncover, and I'd love to have you along for the journey.